Alright, so you're playing Loop Hero demo, or, the full game that comes out in 2 days, and you want to get the achievement for beating the boss on your first expedition. It is possible. I've done it. I'll show you how. So first, select save slot, skip tutorial. This is actually part of my instructions, by the way. If you select save slot, skip tutorial, you'll have the option of changing your cards at the very beginning. And there's a couple that I want to take out. So, just watch this whole thing build the thing here. There you go, tutorial complete. And, okay, I don't want spiders, I don't want beacons. They will not help me accomplish my little strategy, which is, generally speaking, keep the encounters relatively easy and get good drops from the chests that spawn from battlefields, and crack open treasuries at the very end, right before beating the boss, which I will trigger as quickly as possible. I want him to show up at around turn 6 or 7. Well, not turn. Round? Loop. It's Loop Hero. And, well, actually, there we go. Start off with some good drops. Get good drops from the slimes. It's that simple. Yeah. And we're not exactly going for the achievement for getting as many resources after your first expedition. That's not a thing, so keep your gear as good as possible all the time. And also important to note, fill up the tiles. Yeah, fill up all 9 tiles around the base camp. Because when the boss shows up, if some of those are empty, he will also spawn a special building that, on each of the tiles, that give him plus 5% attack and health. So you don't want that, because you want the fights to be as easy as possible. Especially the boss fight. Oh yeah. And it's better to fill it up with the grove. The little grove dogs, or the rabid dogs, evade, but skeletons hit really hard. You don't want that. So, I should have held on to the vampire. Or should I? Well, they give decent drops sometimes. There you go. Treasury from the vampire. Alright, so it's worth it. It's worth putting them down early. And there we go. So we've got the... I'm also building up the mountain peak. Harpies, they're not spectacular, but sometimes they do give a nice drop here and there. They're not that hard to defeat, so... And, the little roadside lantern. Keep the encounters leading up to the base as easy as possible. And, just beat up slimes and get... I'm running out of ideas for commentary. And I'm not even 4 minutes in. But, yeah. Okay. What else is there? The stats I'll be going for. I want a little bit of lifesteal, but a lot of evasion. Because even at rounds 6 and 7, at no buildings, the boss will hit me for about 100 points of damage. But if I evade, that's 0 damage. So, I'm saying just be a... Yeah, just evade. And the battlefield, you can stack the area of effect for battlefields, which will make the boss show up faster, but blood clots will spawn. And blood clots, their drops are not spectacular either. Ghosts can have good loot on them, As I've said before, most of our gear is going to come from chests and treasuries. Well, most of our good gear anyway. The greatest majority of our gear will come from slimes. And there we go. But yeah, there's two ways of going about this. Crossing your fingers, getting good gear, and trying to fight the boss on round 7. Or leaving up all the little goblin villages, stacking your battlefields, crossing your fingers even harder. Here we go. Yeah, little dog with lifesteal, very cool. It's not gonna, yeah. And you can tell what sort of stats your gear is going to have. If it looks like it's vampire gear, it'll give you lifesteal. Or I'm going to say vampirism. Even though it's not technically lifesteal or vampirism, you're not actually taking more life from the enemy to heal your own. You're just healing for whatever damage you are doing. So, but you know, whatever. Oh, wait, no. Oh, what have I done? Okay, well, that's a nice shield. But, yeah, don't do that. Okay. I'm just going to keep going with this. Don't open your treasure on round 3. Stay focused on the game. There's so few things going on that I just opened the treasury by just reflexively. Okay. Well, it's all right. Just yeah. Just don't do what I'm doing. You know, just follow my instructions. It's a good theory, okay? Just the execution is, you know. Yeah, okay, well, just gonna try to get the boss to show up. And, yeah, so it's fine, because I'm just gonna get good stuff from the chest. There we go. I'm gonna get good drops from the chest, so it's fine. I'm gonna set this up here and try not to just put another meadow there just by muscle memory. And I'm gonna go for the... I'm just gonna keep switching strategies and go for the 7-round approach, or 7 loop, yeah, whatever. Yes, there's the harpy. Okay. There we go. Very dramatic battle. Yeah, this is nice. Yes, I feel awful about slaughtering that harpy. And I'm gonna nuke the goblin village, because goblins can get a little bit out of hand. I'll stack battlefields a little bit. Who knows? I cracked open a treasury, so I'm gonna try my luck with blood clots instead. Yeah. Some compelling stuff right here. Yeah. But, yeah, there's not a whole lot going on in the, what we can consider the early game. rounds 1 through 5. So get yourself some popcorn, something, coffee, or just relax. And yeah. Is regen per second good in the famed early game? Yeah. Oh yeah, another thing to note, you don't particularly need that much damage because the warrior, fun fact, will gain 1.5% damage per second. So you just need to focus on survivability. You're a tank, so you should be tanking. You'll get damage sooner or later, and you don't particularly want attack speed because there's a little stamina bar under the turn meter, that little gray line. So if it runs out, well, if it starts turning red, that means you're, I don't know what it means. You're doing less damage. I don't know, but the little bar that goes red means that it's bad for you. So yeah. That's all I got. I'm gonna change my mind again and not stack this one. Yeah. That's all the commentary I got. I don't know how other people do this. Make the base encounter even easier, and beat the crap out of this chest for sick drops. We're working on it. There we go. Let's see what the blood clot is all about. Okay. We'll have to see. Yeah, this is really cool. Okay, the ghost. Yeah, nothing too crazy this time, but we're making progress towards the boss. And I'm gonna start. I gotta put more stuff down. But ooh, actually, gargoyles. Okay, I mean that's not what I want yet. But apparently gargoyles can also give decent gear, sometimes, if you're lucky. But isn't that what roguelikes are all about? Just hoping the RNG slot machine works in your favor until you... yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I want to use this Oblivion, but I don't really have a good Oblivion target. Could I... maybe I should blow this thing up? Actually, no. Gargoyles... yeah, no, that gargoyle gave me a good ring that one time, so... but I do have to start putting things down. Yeah, just these when a meadow is placed next to an object or a tile that is not a meadow, it will give you +3 heal per day as opposed to +2 heal per day. But I suppose you want as many health HPs as possible. You wouldn't want to be one hit point away from beating a boss. It's it's never really going to be that close anyway, but yeah. I'm also holding out to see if one of those chests gives me another treasury. So I'm still hanging on to most of my meadows. Can I change the... Yeah, I can't... It would have been too easy, wouldn't it? Yeah, I can't change the order of my cards. I guess if I don't Oblivion something, it's not the end of the world. I want evasion, but not yet. I'll get better gear anyway. Yeah, the Mimic is gonna damage me, which is really cool. That's not exactly what I want, but you know what? Let's go. We're going to regen now. Let's see what regen does for us. Yeah. Okay, never mind. We're going back to vampirism. Oh, there we go. Well, I'm going back to vampirism. I'm playing the game. You're just watching me play the game for you. Okay, so I'm gonna make this the last one. Okay, counter evasion. Evasion? Okay. As I've said before, the evasion is going to be more important than the damage. Am I really going to have to do this with only 2 treasuries? Okay. Yeah, there you go. Just evading so many attacks with 17%. So yeah. And I'm healing for about as much as I'm taking in terms of damage. And I'm going to put these down because I don't care. It's not like I'm going to run into the encounters there. Oh, actually, I should have put them ahead of myself because you get resources for passing over those tiles. Not that I'm 2 little pieces of stone away from any big plan, but you know, just get into the good habit of counter. A fun fact: you don't get to actually. Do you get to counter if you evade? Okay, other treasury. So there we go. Certainly I will be able to fill up the last 4 tiles in time for the boss fight. It's more damage, but stick to the plan. Counter evasion defense. No. No. I thought it was going to be better for a second because it's orange. Orange means it's legendary, but no, it's not necessarily better. I'm just going to fill these in. Counter evade. See, there we go. Yeah, nothing really incredible. Maybe out of this blood clot, but yeah, if I'm gonna go for 7 rounds anyway, blood clots, yeah, cool mimic. Wow, sick drops from the mimic. I'm gonna try to maximize my max health. This chest. All right, this is the one. All right. Defense. I'm looking for here. Okay. Damage to all, unfortunately, is not going to help me against the boss. There's only one. Just still have the last couple of encounters. Just gonna try to squeeze as much as I can out of these last few tiles. Oh, yeah, I haven't even triggered the boss yet. But I will. I'm going to break my own rule because I'm getting a little worried. I want the boss to go down even a little bit faster. Yeah. Just, if I ever do make more of these videos, you may see me breaking my rules very often. Okay, and this is, hey, actually, you know what? Okay, there we go. See, I was going to change my weapon anyway. I just needed a better weapon to make those last couple of encounters easier. So it's all according to plan, and this is what I want. This is what I've been looking for. 16 evasion ring. But the axe with +8 evasion would have been nice. I'd be at 32 instead of 24. Oh well, we've come this far, so. So yeah. How is it, Paul? Yeah. So here we go. And yeah, he hits pretty hard, but okay, so evade. Evade again. Wow. Okay, yeah, just there you go. Just evade all of his attacks. What are the odds of this happening? 24%. That's as you can see, this boss is very simple. You just need to evade. Just don't get hit. All right. Yeah, he hits me for nothing because he's not hitting me. So, and yeah, my bar got yeah. Just I think I'm evading more than he's actually hit me. So 24% is all I needed. And yeah. So that's how it's done. Okay. Yeah. Normally you keep it going for at least 10 rounds so you can get a special resource. But not this time. Okay. Yeah, that was surprisingly easy. Well, alright. Anyway, I have a pretty good theory. Terrible execution, but As you can see, my skills more than made up for that. So yeah, just do what I did. Don't get hit, and you'll get this achievement in no time.